Welcome to Rodd Gunn. Well, Rodd Gunn is a premium menswear fashion brand. Their roots date back to 1946, but their first store was established in 1987 in Auckland, New Zealand. Rodd Gunn's fashion is inspired by the New Zealand landscape. They're offering everything from footwear, knitwear, pants, shirts, you name it, they've got it here. But it's all about quality, traditional craftsmanship, but quality. That's the name of the game here at Rodd Gunn. I'm here in their flagship store in Melbourne. Not only is it a retail outlet, but they also have a cellar and a dining room as well. Now, Rodd Gunn has been a successful retail business. They have expanded across multiple countries, including the US, Canada, into England, Singapore, New Zealand, and of course, Australia. If you're a retailer, you understand the importance of having great technology to support the operation of your business. And here at Rodd Gunn, they have paid particular attention to the technology that they use. Now, historically, they were working with a PC monitor-based point-of-sale computer system. Unfortunately, their supplier at the time closed business and they had to find a new supplier, and that led them to ADVANTECH AURES. Rodd Gunn started out with ADVANTECH AURES by purchasing some PC-based computers just to keep their stores going. But as we know, at some point in time, you do need to refresh your computer technology. And at that point in time, they had to make some serious decisions. Rodd Gunn decided to move away from a PC-based system to an integrated touchscreen computer terminal. But they had to consider their differing environments in all their stores. So it was going to become a more involved decision as to which solution to choose. Rodd Gunn had established a great working relationship with ADVANTECH AURES, so they had no hesitation to consider the solutions on offer. And which solution did they end up choosing? Well, the ADVANTECH AURES Jazz Integrated Touch Terminal. Rodd Gunn has a lot of stores across the globe, and no doubt they're going to have different environments, different orientations within the store and different counters. When it came to selecting an integrated touch terminal, they needed to consider that. Different counter sizes, types. You can see here in their flagship store in Melbourne, flat counter. Probably wondering where the point of sale terminals are housed. Well, they're sunken into the counters. Now, the ADVANTECH AURES Jazz is the perfect solution with its Z-shaped configuration, allowing the screen to be articulated from dead flat right up to 90 degrees. So, works perfectly in this kind of application or on a countertop as well. As you can see, Rodd Gunn is a stylish fashion brand, and when it came to selecting their computer terminals, they wanted something to match that style. And of course, if you want style, you always turn to ADVANTECH AURES terminals, and the Jazz terminal has delivered. Yes, they've got them under a counter in some stores, but they're also featured on top of the counter. So style was an important consideration. Well, behind the counter here, I can see the full point of sale installation. They're using the AURES Jazz in this application. It's sunken into the desk with a glass screen over the top. They're not using the touch screen per se, but it makes a lot of sense for them moving to an integrated terminal. Easy to install, easier to maintain, still a robust solution. You don't need to have a PC mounted in a cupboard overheating underneath. Works nicely, fanless design with the Jazz as well. So really, really works. They're using a keyboard, they've got a cash drawer under the counter, Zebra barcode scanner, Epson receipt printer, all supplied by ADVANTECH AURES. Really simplifies procurement as well in doing so. So really, really works well here at Rodd Gunn, this whole installation. Let me tell you a bit about the ADVANTECH AURES Jazz Integrated Touch Terminal. It's a premium offering in the ADVANTECH AURES range. It was designed to be a stylish solution, but adaptable to different environments. Hence that Z-shape articulating arm, the aluminium and zinc construction. It's a 15-inch screen. It's got a modular processor. This modular processor houses all the processing components, the RAM, the hard drive, the processor itself. Connected via USB-C technology, it's easy to upgrade, it's easy to install, and down the track, if here at Rodd Gunn they wanted to upgrade the specification of the computer, it's as simple as updating the module. So it gives the business a lot of flexibility moving forward. Implementing new computer technology in any business is always a bit of a hassle, but ADVANTECH AURES did their best to assist Rodd Gunn. And what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, ADVANTECH AURES staged all the terminals at their head office. They loaded all the software onto the computers, so when they were delivered to the store, they were ready to go. ADVANTECH AURES also provided all the peripherals, so it was a sort of a one-stop shop for everything, which makes life easier for Rodd Gunn as well. And of course, there's always the ongoing support that ADVANTECH AURES is always there to support Rodd Gunn. If there's any issues in the store with their computer terminals, they can provide on-site support, phone support of course, and of course the great warranty support as well. Well, what are the results here at Rodd Gunn? Well, as a result of working with the ADVANTECH AURES Jazz, they've been able to deliver on their brief. They wanted a stylish solution. They wanted something that could integrate into different countertops and counter spaces, and that's what the ADVANTECH AURES Jazz delivers. Reliability has been excellent, performance has been excellent as well. The ADVANTECH AURES support is always responsive as well. But furthermore, it's been so good that they've rolled out the solution across stores in New Zealand, Australia, the UK, US and Canada as well. Great to have Rodd Gunn as a valued customer of ADVANTECH AURES, and good to see the ADVANTECH AURES Jazz integrated touch terminals working here in their flagship store in Melbourne. If you get the chance to check out a Rodd Gunn store, take a look, but bring your wallet because you'll end up walking out with some great fashion. And if you want to know more about the ADVANTECH AURES Jazz, just visit advantechaures.com.